Oh, fuck me, the tears! Holy shit! Where'd it go?
And we're back. A few minutes for us, a couple days for y'all.
Hi.
So glad you could join us here.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
I'm just looking at our Richard's Secret Santa meeting. I started a group of friends. A group that I would call best friends. It is a group of my best friends and all of their wives who have since become best friends.
Ooh, Secret Santa or White Elephant?
What the fuck is the difference?
Secret Santa is you draw somebody, you get them a gift, they keep that gift. White Elephant, you
Is that where you can steal it?
You can steal it.
I'm down for a little thievery. Is that what the group's saying?
That's what somebody asked. Who was it?
Ryan did. We grew up as brothers.
Ryan, yeah. You just had to fucking put it in there, didn't you?
Yeah.
Just can't let it go one fucking week, huh? Everybody knows who Ryan is.
How do you spell thieving? Not thriving.
Thieving? Thieving. That's weird.
It keeps autocorrecting to thriving.
Because you're putting something in there wrong.
It's
THI.
IEVING. Right? There it is. Thriving. So I created this group of friends.
Let us know, by the way, White Elephant or Secret Santa.
Either one's good with me.
Either one's good with me too.
I created this group of friends, right? Long time.
He didn't create a group of friends. It was a group of friends that he had. They weren't created. He doesn't have that capability. Continue.
It genetically modified everybody to be a group of friends.
Choose your words wisely. Stupid fucking idiot.
It's all my best friends and their significant others who are now all of our best friends. We're a group of best friends. And what I did was one day, so I used to call everybody Richard because everybody knows what Richard is long for.
Dick.
So I used to call everybody Richard. And then we were making this group Snapchat. And I was like, what am I going to call it? The Richards. So we have this close-knit group of friends that is...
Say close-knit?
Close-knit.
There you go.
Group of friends that's called the Richards. And we are right now actively in a conversation trying to plan a Secret Santa / White Elephant /
Get drunk
/ might even make a prime rib for everybody. We'll see.
Well, you can't.
We're going to have like our own Christmas get together. And we're going to do like a friend's Christmas with like, yeah, it'll be a good time. We just need to get a date set here. Because if you don't know, now you know. It's almost December. AKA a few more hours.
It'll be December for this episode for sure.
First episode of December. Also would like to say...
Technically second episode, but, you know.
Hey. We're working on the first episode of the last month of the first year that we started our podcast. That's a pretty big deal.
Mm-hmm. So it'll be 17. This one may be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
right? 17. It feels like we've done more, but I think that's because we put out a bunch of shorts and stuff too.
I really thought that by the end of the year, because remember when we sat down, we're like, we'll start this podcast, we'll get rocking with it, and then we'll sit down and we'll talk about how it's going and where we're at. after the first of the year.
Yep.
I really thought we're gonna have that meeting and we're gonna talk about how nobody likes us.
Nobody liked us.
Nobody likes us.
Why don't they think I'm funny? Oh, it's COVID. They don't think it's funny. That's right.
Hey, that is okay. If they need somebody to make fun of, I'll be that guy.
Oh, you're definitely that guy.
Hey,
but own it. You own it,
dude.
very well. I love it.
I got tough shoulders, man. Come at me.
Tough shoulders or thick skin?
Both. Give me your worst. Give me your worst. I'll take it.
You'll take it?
I'll take it.
He will take it.
Give me your worst. I'll take it. Yeah. This has been fun, man. I'm loving this.
Me too.
I am loving the podcasting, which is crazy because I never thought of myself to ever be a podcaster. I always thought I'd be the guy watching podcasts.
Yeah, you're welcome.
But now I'm a podcaster.
It was my idea, just FYI.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Corbin says that all the time. Are you guys filming Brandon's podcast tonight? I'm like, Corbin,
right.
It's not Brandon's podcast. It's our podcast. Well, it was his idea. What do you say to that?
So technically, you said we should try doing something on the side.
We should start a side hustle. Is what I said.
A side business or something. Yeah. I was like,
that's
when I said, let's do a podcast.
Let's do a podcast. And I was like, that would be really fun.
It actually came. I think I initially said we should do like live stream podcast.
Dude, when you first said podcast, I was like, no, we can't do that.
Did you?
I have no.
You didn't say that.
In my head, I was like, there's no way. We don't even know what the first thing would be to start a podcast.
Google is
luckily Brandon is tech savvy. If it was up to me, I'd be talking in a microphone, listening to myself in my shop. That'd be it. Just listen to my voice go. And as Tempe would say, recording? You are the only guy I know that likes listening to yourself talk.
You do. You do. You do love listening to yourself. I see the little twinkle in the smile come out when we watch little snippets here and there, and you just everything will be
yeah. Dude, when
as soon as you start talking, you God, I sound good. You don't say that, but that's what I hear you saying in my thoughts.
That's what I'm saying in my head.
Yeah, see?
God, I sound good. What an idiot.
That's good.
Oh, dude.
We're going to need some beer cans for the tree.
Drinking Sailor Jerry's tonight, man. I fucking love Sailor Jerry's.
That's classic.
I got a Sailor Jerry's tattoo. That I will say Sailor Jerry's is like, when it comes to getting tattoos and shit, classic, traditional pinup art has got to be my favorite. Yeah. And what's crazy is I only have, I have two that are considered like traditional pinup. My mom used to give me shit all the time. She's like, when are you going to get a tattoo that says mom? She used to give me shit, right? Well, I started like adding them up. Fuck, I'm getting quite a few tattoos here. It's time to get one that says mom. So I got the old just classic heart with a banner and little flowers around it. It says mom on it.
Did you?
Yeah, I got it on my thigh. I got it like low, like right above my kneecap. So like when I'm wearing shorts that are like a little bit higher in the summer, you can see it. Yeah. My mom, she about cried when I showed her.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
She's like, you did? And I'm like, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. If you're a man and you don't love your mom, something's wrong with you.
Yeah.
Or something's wrong with your mom.
I was going to say, yeah, it could be something wrong with your mom. When I was in the Navy, there was like, I don't know why or how it started, but there was this thing like going around where everybody would get they call it drinking buddy.
Tramp stamps?
No.
Oh.
I did see a guy with a tramp stamp. That's time for another tale for another time.
Typical Navy.
But it was one dude. It was fucking weird. Where everyone saw it at the same time. We're like, what the fuck? But anyway,
what the fuck?
So this drinking buddy, it's just a stick figure, and it's supposed to be so like whenever even if you're drinking alone, you're never alone because you got your little drinking buddy, and so it's basically you get a stick figure and then you kind of customize it to however suits you. Like I can't remember what, I never got one, but I don't can't remember some of them. But like I know this one girl, she was the wife of one of our friends, or she was a friend, you know, and she got I'm pretty sure hers had like a boxing glove, and then like they always have a beer or whatever, you know, and hers had like a boxing glove because she's always like kicking the shit out of her husband or, you know, whoever it was. And I don't know what made me think of the whole tattoo thing, but
domestic violence goes both ways.
Domestic violence goes both. It does go both ways.
It goes both ways.
It sure does.
My wife, we were just joking about this last night. My wife has gotten out of hand a couple times when we were drinking.
Yeah, well, it's always when we were
drinking. And usually when this happens, I tend to get a little like pokey and proddy at the bear.
Oh, trying to see how far you can actually get her to go.
How far I can get her to
smart, yeah.
And it's ended up with me being clocked in the face a few times.
Waking up the next day like, what the fuck happened?
We were on the couch last night. It was last night, actually. I said this again. I said, next time you get drunk and you punch me in the face, I'm putting you to sleep. And she goes, I haven't done that in a really, really long time. And I go, I know. It's because the last time you did, I warned you of the same thing. And I think subconsciously you're scared of me.
Yeah, maybe.
So the running joke right now is that she's not gonna hit me in the face again.
So when you say put her to sleep, does this mean you're gonna fucking punch her and knock her out, or you're gonna choke her ass out and put her to sleep? Which is it?
Whichever comes first.
Whichever comes first, depending on how she's facing you. I
want everybody to understand that domestic violence is a really shitty thing, and we're making jokes about it, but they're jokes.
Yeah.
I love my wife to death, and none of what I'm saying is anywhere close to remotely serious.
Yeah. He loves her, she tolerates him. It's a perfect relationship. But, you know, they can do this kind of thing.
But it's really funny to tell my wife to her face that if she ever hits me in the face again when she's drunk, she's going night-night.
I've done that shit to I've never.
She looks at me like, no. Yeah. Yes, you is.
I'll say that to Ashley sometimes. Like, she'll be fuck with me hard. She always fucks with me. And
fucks you or fucks with you?
Fucks with me. I might have said.
Oh, both.
Yeah. I meant fucks with me. Anyway, so she does that, and it was actually last night too. Weird.
She fucked you last night?
She was fucking with me.
Nice.
And I said, it's like I've never hit a woman. I've never been a wife beater, but I'm willing to start if you keep fucking going. Which I never.
You know what I told Jane tonight?
Tonight?
Yeah, you know what I told her tonight? I got home, right?
Yeah.
And there was a box. I ordered some cables for my sound system for hooking everything up for when me and Bo play. And the box came today, and she like set it on the table right inside the door. She's like, "What's in the box? What's in the box?" And I go, "Mind your business. Mind your business."
Smart.
It's not for you. Mind your business. And right, I came home and I gave her a bottle. I brought home a bottle of Captain Morgan for her because I drank a lot of hers the other night. So I brought her a whole bottle, right? And then I like took the brown paper sack that they give you, and I crumpled it up and I handed it to her. I go, "Can you go throw that away?" Because she was walking to the kitchen. She goes, "Can you say please?" And I looked at her. I said, "I didn't ask you. I told you go throw it away. And before you get going too crazy, why don't you get back in the kitchen, where you belong. She fucking looked at me. She rolled her eyes so hard she about broke her neck.
If you slept in the same bed as her, she probably would have fucking beat the shit out of you while you were sleeping. And you deserve it.
I'm not kidding you. I bet you in the middle of the night when I have those like falling off of a cliff dreams where like you wake up before you hit the ground.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you I wake up suddenly like that, scared shitless, because she does some shit like she waits till I'm snoring hard and then she straight like hammer fists my chest.
Yeah, probably.
She like hammer fists me in the chest, knocks the wind out of me, and I wake up like, I was just falling off a cliff. Oh, I'm in my bed. And like and then she like throws the covers over, rolls over, and pretends to be fucking assed out.
Probably, dude.
I bet she does. Hey, if that's what you're doing, stop. I don't like it. It scares me.
It scares me. I fucking hate that feeling.
It is scary.
That happened last night, actually.
Dude,
I woke up with like a jolt out of a fucking dream.
You know what they say? Like, if you're having that dream where you're falling
and you hit the ground and you die.
Hit the ground, you die.
In real life.
Dude, I had that dream, and it wasn't that long ago, and I hit the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't think about it really until like I woke up and like I remembered that because it was like, I don't know if it was just baffling to me that I hit the ground and I wasn't dead, or because I always heard that rumor, if you hit the ground, you die.
Yeah.
I hit the ground.
Did not die.
But nothing happened. Like I hit the ground and it was like a movie where I was a superhero and the ground like dented in and everything buckled and folded. And I like hit the ground and I was standing there and I'm like, Thor, angry.
That's Hulk angry.
Dude,
Jesus Christ.
Dude, it baffled the shit out of me though, because I was like, why?
That happened to me, but it was like, I still remember it to this day, and it was years ago. I'm pretty sure that I've had this dream, but I fell and I didn't hit the ground or anything like that, but it's like the Matrix when he tries to jump the buildings and he goes down and like the ground, like it sunk in and then it kind of shot me back out and I landed up on like this platform that was just floating in the fucking air. That's happened to me.
Speaking of floating platform, you know what movie's coming out or might have already come out?
Hold on. Floating platform.
You said there's a platform like floating up in the air.
Uh-huh.
So speaking of floating platform,
I know.
You know what movie? You know, Avatar 2.
Oh, yeah. That's probably not for a while though. Still, I haven't even seen a preview for it or nothing.
I've seen previews for it.
Have you?
Yeah.
Have I?
Yeah.
Maybe
Avatar
have.
2's coming, and I'm like over here like, yeah,
dude. Avatar was awesome.
Oh, dude,
I love
fucking Avatar.
You know what movie that reminds me of?
What?
So it reminds me of an old cartoon. Have you ever seen the movie Fern Gully?
No.
You never seen Fern Gully?
No. Maybe, but I don't know it by that name.
So it's like fairies, like this. There's like this dude who he was like they were cutting down trees and stuff, loggers and shit. And there's like these fairies, and this fairy shrunk them, and there's this whole thing. And Robin Williams played a fruit bat.
Yep.
Do you remember that?
No.
Why'd you say yup? Like, oh, yup. Robin Williams in a bat. Anyway, the whole premise of this, like the story and everything, is a lot like Avatar. I feel like go watch Fern Gully and then watch Avatar, and you kind of get like a little sense of both. What in the fuck are you doing?
Fern Gully.
Fern Gully.
Fern Gully.
Fern Gully. Say it.
Gully.
Gully. There you go. I swear to God, you're saying Fern Gully.
Gully.
It's two separate words.
Fern. Like fern.
Pretty sure.
Plant you put in your house.
Fern. Yeah.
Gully.
Gully.
Low spot in a terrain.
Yes.
Plant in your house, low spot in terrain. Got it.
It's a cartoon from like the
I'll watch it.
Early 90s.
I'll watch it.
It's really good.
I want to jump back to the dreams real quick because
Inception, great movie.
Oh,
one of my favorites.
Fuck, dude.
That one in Interstellar,
dude.
So fucking good.
I don't have the brain capacity to follow the movie Inception very long.
Really? Have you never watched it all the way through? No, you didn't finish it?
No, I did. I've watched it a couple of times, but I get, when they start the bullshit where they go like from a dream to a dream. That's when
dream within a dream within a dream.
When like the farther they go, like that's when I'm starting to be like, I start like thinking what in my life is real and what's not. And
You're taking it to it a little bit
I
extreme.
have a hard time following that. I start questioning shit.
It's a bit much, but
no, dude. I
what
got fucked up watching that movie one time. So I had a dream, and this was only a couple weeks ago, and it fucking scared me bad. Scared me to my core, and I told you about this. I told you about this. Oh man, it was so scary. So I was sleeping on the couch, right? I think it was like a Sunday night. Kids went to bed. Jaden went to bed. I was watching the football game. Fell asleep, propped up with some pillows behind me, and I like turned my head was turned one way like this. I'm sleeping, and in my dream, I don't remember how I started, but I was running around the house because I felt like something was wrong with me. And as I'm running through the house, it was like going through an amusement park where you have like the silly house and it's at like a 45 degree. Mm-hmm. You have to walk like all cockeyed. Yeah. I felt like I was walking through the house like that, and I couldn't get myself straightened up. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm banging into shit in the house. I'm knocking stuff over. And my wife comes out of the bedroom and like comes down the hall, meets me in the kitchen. She goes, what the fuck is happening? And I remember the dream so vividly. I felt my face drooping. And I looked at her and I was like, I'm having a stroke. Like I just couldn't get anything out. And I'm like just slow and blurred and muffled. And I was so scared. I'm like, I'm fucking dying. And she looked at me and she goes, what did you say? And I'm like, I'm having a stroke. And I just couldn't. Dude. I woke up and went, and I'm looking around and I'm like, oh my God. I think I quit breathing.
In your sleep?
In my sleep, in real life. I think I quit breathing. And my dream was meant to be so scary that it woke me up to like, hey, start breathing, you fucking idiot. Oh my God.
Well, probably because you're supposed to wear a CPAP, aren't you?
Yeah.
And you don't use the CPAP, or you weren't using the CPAP at this time?
At that time, no, I wasn't.
That's probably exactly what happened then. You probably quit breathing.
I quit breathing and my brain was going into
flight mode.
Fight or
flight. Yeah.
And the fastest way it could wake me up was by scaring the shit out of me with a dream. I woke up and I was scared fucking shitless to go back to bed.
Yeah. Oh, I bet.
Because I woke up and went.
Was Jaden next to you?
No, I was on the couch.
Oh, you were by yourself?
I was on the couch because I had fallen asleep watching the football game. Mm-hmm. I think it was like a Sunday night because I was watching like a Sunday night football game. And I fell asleep on the couch. And this all took place. Dude, I think football game was over when I woke up. So it must have been like 10, 11 o'clock at night. Maybe a little later, I don't remember, but oh God, that scared the fucking hell out of me.
Yeah,
you know what my dumb ass still hasn't done?
Worn your CPAP.
Yep.
Yeah.
YOLO.
Just wear. Jesus Christ, haven't heard that in a while.
As long as dude. Speaking of YOLO,
yo.
You know what other little term like that I heard the other day? It brought it back.
What?
Remember when little Wayne was like, no homo?
Yeah.
And everyone was You could say whatever you wanted as long as you put no homo in front of it. You'd be like, I'm going to suck your dick, no homo.
Yeah, that would be
and you weren't gay because Lil Wayne said so.
Yeah.
I remember fucking saying that shit all the time, man.
Oh, yeah, I remember that being a thing.
That was a big thing it wasn't a long time, but that was a thing for a while.
You remember planking?
You walk around and be like, he looks good. No homo.
He looks good.
You can say whatever you want as long as you said no homo.
Damn, he looks good. No homo.
I'd gag on him. No homo.
No, that's you get to that point. There's no point in even
Lil Wayne says if you say no homo, it ain't gay.
Okay.
Those were the rules. Everybody knows the rules. Yeah, planking. Yeah, I never partook.
No, I did the Harlem Shake once though. Do you remember that?
Yeah,
that one was fun.
Yeah, Harlem Shake.
Planking was stupid. That was so stupid.
Yeah, there's a lot of people got into that.
Mm-hmm.
Planking.
Harlem Shake was cool though.
One of my favorite. Well, I shouldn't even say that. One episode of The Office that sticks out to me is the planking one. Remember when they're like parkour.
Was that episode or was that a different one?
I don't know if it was the same one. There might have been two.
I remember the parkour one.
The parkour one, but there's planking one where they were.
I kind of remember the planking one.
God, dude, there's so many good Office episodes.
Oh, that show is so good. I think my favorite is Asian Jim. Asian Jim was fucking hilarious. Like that actor, he is so fucking funny. Have you ever watched Fresh Off the Boat?
Yeah,
dude, that show is so fucking good.
Or what about the one with Jim when he dresses up like Dwight and he goes Bears beats Battlestar Galactica. Michael. Dude,
I love
have
Dwight.
you seen the interview with
Michael Scott?
Yeah, but not Michael Scott.
Jesus Christ, you're killing me here.
I know. Sometimes I scare myself with how much shit I can't remember.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm going to be 40 and I'm going to be in a nursing home.
All I have right now is
Michael
Scott in my head.
Steve Carell.
Yes.
Have you seen the interview with Steve Carell? And they were asking about, like, do you think they would ever do another
like a
reboot of, and he goes, there's no way the humor that we had in The Office would make it in this day and age.
No.
There's no way. There's too many cancel culture motherfuckers and soft skin.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it definitely wouldn't work. He was hosting Saturday Night Live, and then they had like the cast members. They had Pam, and I don't remember who else they had. I remember Pam. And they would pop up like, hey, is there talk about a reboot of Office and blah, 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 and all this shit?
It kills me. It kills me that Pam and Jim were not like a real thing.
A real couple?
In real life. Oh.
His wife's Emily Blunt, though.
So I told you about this today. Jaden started watching from season 1, first episode of Laguna Beach.
Yeah, never seen it.
You've never seen Laguna Beach? Never?
No.
She started watching it from the beginning because it's on Netflix, right? Mm-hmm. And like, you know, so one of the main girls from Laguna Beach married Jay Cutler.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think they're divorced now, I think.
They're divorced now, yeah.
But she started watching it, and I was on the couch, like on my phone, going through like our social media stuff and whatever. And she's watching it, and I kept like looking up, and I found myself like, God damn, man, like that's high school. Like getting like the flashbacks, you know what I mean? And the girls were wearing the fucking low cut hip jeans, which my wife made a comment. I'm so glad I don't have to wear those low hip jeans. I'm like, those were the fucking greatest. Yoga pants killed The greatest pair of fucking blue jeans that women ever wore ever.
Like the Christina Aguilera jeans.
Oh
type
yeah,
stuff.
like the low hip, whatever they were. I think there was a rapper at one point that referred to them as apple bottom jeans.
Maybe.
You know, and then match them up boots with the fur.
Mm-hmm. The whole club was looking at her.
Yes, those jeans. Those were the fucking best. I guarantee you talk to any man that's in his 30s or early 40s, and you say, if you could pick a style of jean for a girl to wear, what would it be? And they'd be like, the low hip, low cut jeans. Those ones. Pick those ones. The ones from middle school / high school. Those ones. They're the fucking greatest. But I'm on social media. It's going on. And I keep like looking up. And I'm like, oh yeah, Steven. I remember that guy. You know.
God, you know their names and everything.
Yeah.
Huh? Jesus Christ.
Well, I just started watching it with her. Yeah. So now it's like
you
fresh.
just said you remembered that guy. Yeah.
But I'm like looking at it, and they all got their fucking flip cell phones and shit.
Razors and shit.
And it's funny because at the time when it was filmed, it was like 2004, 2005. They're all driving brand new 05 Suburbans and like shit like that. And I'm like, that car looks so old right now.
I know.
But when they came out with it, everyone was like, really? Driving a brand new Chevy? Like, dude, it's just one of those like take you back things. And I was watching, and I got to thinking, the one kid on there, he drove all the way over to this girl's house to sit down on her couch in her living room to break up with her. And I thought to myself, how many kids now that are in high school are breaking up with girls in person at their house on the couches?
Oh, they don't do that.
No. They don't even hang. They're dating and they've never hung out together ever. Yeah. Other than at like a high school football game.
It'll be either at the very most, it'll be like a text, like, hey, we're done. Thanks.
I'm not gonna break up with her through Snap, but I'll send her a text.
Send her a text.
That's real. That's a lot. That's
real,
personal.
real man shit. Snapchat's for pussies. It's text or nothing. Dude, or they'll just ghost them. Just never talk to them again. And be like,
dude, remember,
we're not dating anymore. What are you talking about?
Remember when Myers was talking about, like, I didn't realize.
Oh, the Snapchat
the shit? Snapchat rules and shit they have now for like the kids.
So before you continue with the Snapchat thing, I thought it's weird that people still use Snapchat when I moved back to Iowa, because it's very prevalent here. A lot of people use Snapchat. My brother's on Snapchat. You guys are all, I'm on Snapchat now because you guys do the shit on there or whatever. But I haven't before here. I didn't use Snapchat for fucking nothing. Nothing.
You didn't have any real friends though.
No, I did.
No,
I did. I had all kinds of people on. Most of them were from here.
You don't have any real friends.
It's okay. Honestly, I'm not a fan of Snapchat. I'm just on it because like the rich are on there and stuff.
Everyone, dude, all these kids use Snapchat.
Yeah. I'll continue with the whole rules thing.
They're like snap me. It's not, hey, can I get your phone number? It's snap me.
Mm-hmm. It's ridiculous.
It's so crazy.
Yeah.
It makes me feel like real life Billy Madison.
What?
Like, if I were to go back to high school right now, I would be a total douche. And everyone would be like, who the fuck's that guy? You know what I mean? Like, you can't walk up to a girl anymore and be like, hey, do you want to go out on a date with me this weekend? They'd be like, no, you fucking weirdo.
You haven't even snapped me.
You haven't even snapped me. Like,
stupid.
You're speaking words to me.
So what's the rules? Do you remember the rules?
I'm pretty sure talking to a girl face to face nowadays is third base.
No, okay. I'm saying what's the Snapchat rules? Because there was one like,
dude,
once you get snapped, you can't snap back for a certain amount of time.
Jake was telling me that you have to leave them on like if you like a girl, if they're just a friend. Yeah, you snap them back, whatever.
Yeah.
What's up? Yeah, let's get together, whatever.
But don't open it. You better not open it for a good
if it's a girl
few hours
that
or
you
something.
like and they snap you, you can't open that like for a while.
Mm-hmm.
You have to let that shit simmer and make them think you're, because if you open it too soon, all of a sudden now you're eager.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, stupid as fuck.
They're so fucked.
It's so dumb. What are they gonna do when fucking we lose phones, electricity, and all this shit? They're gonna be so fucked.
It could happen.
It could happen.
Yeah. The Soviet Union's fucking getting real fucking ornery. Did that go right over your head?
No, I just think
caught it.
I just think you're dumb. Could get a solar flare from the sun and fucking takes out all electronics everywhere.
Dude, I heard that's a real thing.
Could, yeah.
I heard that's a real thing. There was one that happened not that long ago. I saw that the main focal point of the energy from that flare missed the Earth by, well, I'm sure it was hundreds of thousands of miles, but in space, apparently it was like really close.
Yeah.
You're talking about like,
Yeah, they say that shit all the time. It's like, oh, this is the Earth killer meteor that's gonna come dangerously close to Earth, and it's just so like 2 million miles away. It's like, what?
It would take our space shuttle fucking 6 years to get to it.
It's dangerously close though. Never makes sense to me. I was like, how is that dangerously? Like, I feel like dangerously close is like it's right by the atmosphere. It's like, oh God, we can see it from. It's like, oh, there it goes. There goes the fucking Earth killer.
Half of it's on fire because it's touching the upper atmosphere.
Yeah.
The other half, yeah.
That's dangerously close. It's 2 million miles away. Can't even see it without a telescope. Jesus. I guess.
Hey.
Huh?
There's a dude on TikTok that talks about like all the space and science and shit behind it. And I saw a video that he did. And he broke it down. He said, if you were like a giant of a human and the Earth was the size of a cue ball on like a pool table.
Uh-huh.
He said the Earth, if you were that big and you picked the Earth up, the Earth would feel smoother than a cue ball.
Huh?
Yeah.
How? Like what?
Because the lowest point of Earth is like 6 miles under ocean. And the highest point above the ocean is only like 4 or 5 miles. But the length and distance between the highest and lowest point on Earth is so vast that if you were to take Earth as a cue ball and put it in your hand, it would be a scuff in the epoxy on the cue ball. So small, you wouldn't even be able to really see it. That blew my fucking mind. I was like, huh? Really?
Like what?
Really?
Oh.
And then I'm like thinking, I was thinking about, wow, that actually makes sense. If you zoomed way the fuck back, the Earth is that fucking perfectly round.
Yeah.
That the highest and lowest points on the Earth is like minuscule, like so small that makes you feel little. It makes you feel really like, I feel like a sperm on Earth.
Does it though? Because there's so many giants out there that can pick up Earth like a cue ball.
Yeah, I feel like people on Earth are like sperm cells.
And Earth is the egg, and we're just trying to fucking penetrate it and make a.
I feel like if you're gonna
baby?
compare, like how big shit can get in the space, aliens look at Earth, and when they put their microscope on us little people down here, we're sperm cells, and we're just scattered around the fucking Earth.
Yeah,
like that's how little we are. Yeah. Probably smaller than sperm cells.
No. Well, no.
What factual data are you going off of when you say no?
Well, because I'm thinking about how many sperm are in it's like millions, right?
Yeah.
How many people?
Billions on Earth.
I think there's more than that, actually. I think
there's not trillions. There's like 5 or 6 billion, 7 billion people on the planet. I think it's 7 billion people on Earth.
Well, let's just see.
I know a lot of useless fucking information.
What did you say?
7 billion people on Earth.
7.837 trillion.
No.
It's billion. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I told you. It's like 7 billion people on Earth.
0.887.
Dude, I know so much useless information. If I could focus my energy on retaining information that mattered,
yeah,
I could be fucking so great at something.
But
I will fuck you up when you're drunk with a useless fact, and you will Google it and be like, "How the fuck did you know that?"
Yeah,
that's my gift.
It's probably because you just watch stupid shit on like TikTok and stuff, and you just come across random facts sometimes.
No, it's because I'll be sitting on the couch late at night, and it'll be like midnight. There'll be nothing on TV, and I'll go to like Big Blue Planet. And I'll watch Discovery Channel, Big Blue Planet, and I'll learn so much about nothing that is relevant to anything.
I love shit like that. Like, what was that shit with?
I'll fuck you up with data that you didn't know.
What was that shit on Netflix with Neil? Is it Tyson DeGrasse? Neil Tyson DeGrasse? It talked about like everything relating to the cosmos. Do you remember that? Did you watch that?
I might have watched something. Maybe.
Anyway, shit like that is always fun to watch sometimes.
Dude, when it comes to like history documentaries, fucking Big Blue Earth, North Pole, like animals that survive the North Pole, like shit that nobody's watching.
Yeah.
I watch that shit.
Yeah.
I learn shit about stuff that nobody needs to know. But like I said, if the topic comes up, I generally can throw some fucking info at somebody that fucks them up for a minute. Like, how did you know
It's like some
that?
weird memory comes through.
Yeah,
It's like, oh yeah, I totally remember that now.
South America. I don't know what country in South America this happened in, but I just saw it. These guys had a trail camera out in the rainforest, and they were trying to get pictures of these like really rare
Bigfoot
species of birds. And they got a trail camera picture of a bird that was extinct.
Dodo?
Declared extinct 140 years ago.
Really?
You know, to most people, you're like, oh, okay. But if you break it down to the scientific world, that's big fucking news.
Mm-hmm.
That's about like finding Bigfoot.
Yeah.
If you're a bird watcher.
Or a dodo.
Or, dude, imagine if they found a dodo bird.
That'd be crazy. That's like the one thing that everybody knows is extinct. It has been extinct for
dodo bird.
Like if you some random person like, what's one animal that's extinct? That'd probably be the first thing that they said.
Or Tasmanian tiger.
Saber-tooth tiger.
Well, obviously that was Tasmanian tiger got extinct during mankind. That was like, I think there's black and white pictures of the last Tasmanian tiger like in captivity. That was like 1920s, 30s, maybe 40s, something like that.
It's going through your little mind right now.
So all these shows I watch, right? These people, they're like, so we're on this exhibition to go do this or do. How do you go about setting up an or not exhibition?
Excursion?
No. What's the word for going on like a research study adventure?
Research study adventure.
Not exhibition.
No,
it's expedition. Extradition.
Exhibition. Like, what is this? A hockey match? Exhibition. I was like, when he first said it, I was like, and then it hit me. I was like, wait a second, what the fuck is he talking about? That's not right. Oh,
So I was thinking in my head, like, these guys go on expeditions, right?
mm-hmm.
How does one set up an expedition? How do you just say, I want to find out this in this country, and this is what we need to do to discover that. Let's do it.
Stop hitting the table.
I'm sorry. I'm excited because I want to go on an expedition. I've always wanted to climb Mount Everest too. And before I die,
Have fun with that.
Before I die, I might spend the money and try to go do it.
Nope, I'm good.
No? You don't want to do it with me?
Fuck no.
You can puss out whenever you want. You don't have to go to the top and die.
I know.
I would love.
This doesn't sound appealing.
I would love to do it. Just say I did it. If by magical fucking whatever
beings,
fairy dust, I made it to the top and could take a picture at the top and be like, Mount Everest did it. You know how fucking awesome that would be?
Yeah.
Be like, hey, I passed a bunch of people that didn't make the cut on the way up here.
Well, you better go to Colorado or something and start fucking doing 14ers and start preparing for that shit.
No. If I did it, I wouldn't climb anything to prep. I would just go. I'd pay the money, I'd go. See if I could just straight up
There's no
bottom to top and do it.
No way you would.
There's so many people that say that, but there's a lot of people that have done it.
I don't think you would do it.
There's a lot of people, and I know this because last year, wintertime, I was bored, watched a couple fucking old school documentaries from Discovery Channel I think it was called Summit or something like that. And it was like 2 or 3 seasons about like climbing Mount Everest.
Mm-hmm.
There was a biker from Los Angeles. It's like, I'm going to go do it. And he just paid the money and he did it. And he got real close, caused a big scene. They almost had to leave him up there to die.
Why?
You spend that kind of money, you get that close, and they tell you you don't have enough oxygen, you need to turn around, and you're like, no, I can do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess.
There's a lot of like, you got to be mentally strong as fuck to do it, I think.
Yeah, or dumb as fuck.
Dude, because you get that high up, and they're like, no, we've done the math. You're too high up, and you don't have enough oxygen because you've been climbing for too many hours. If you keep going, you'll reach the summit if you do, but on your way back down to where you can breathe without oxygen, you're going to run out and you'll be 2 or 3 hours short and you'll die on top of Mount Everest. You know what I mean? So like standing there physically, you're like, oh fuck yeah, I can make it. But you're all Looney Tuned because the altitude's so high. So the dude was sitting there like, nope, I'm going, I can make it. And they're like, mathematically, you can't make it. You're going to die. They ended up getting him down, but
Yeah.
dude, there's just, I watch stupid shit like that. I don't know. If I ever fall into enough money to go to Mount Everest, I'm going to do it. I'm going to videotape the whole thing. And when I get to the top of Mount Everest, the first words that come out of my mouth are going to be, fuck you, Brandon.
I knew you were going to say that.
Fuck you.
Like I said earlier, predictable.
Simple-minded, buddy.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Simple-minded.
Trust me, I know. All right. Well, it's time to wrap it up.
The fuck?
Tell you what, I know.
Tell you what.
All right. Well, thanks everybody. This was a twofer for us and a one for
One for you.
whatever. A couple days. So
we win on this deal.
yeah. So we shall see you next week, normal time as per the norm.
We'll be back on schedule next week.
Back on schedule. Yep, that's right.
Yeah.
All right. Fuck you and your ever
love you
streams.
guys.
Love you guys.
Hang in there with us. This is fucking great.
This is great. Thank you.
I'm going to Mount Everest.
Yeah, you are.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Rolling in my pickup truck down Highway 72. On my way to LBI, we've got some shit to do. Gonna lay out on the beach, put our sunshades on. Try to cover up our laps and hide our hormones. 'Cause we're chasing the butt cheeks up and down the corn. All these girls have cowboy boots and carry around their pitchforks. Chasing the butt cheeks up and down the corn. All these girls have real nice butts and wear those Wrangler jean shorts. Oh, fuck it. Let's get out of here.
Let's go, dude.
Pull chocks.
Pull chalk.